All right, it's good day, everybody. It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber back at it again. That's how quickly I tried to do my intro. All right, guys, we are back at it with another Spawn review. And as you can see right here, right here, we have Spawn 3. That's right. We are taking it all the way back to 1996. That's when this figure first came out. This is kind of the deluxe version of Spawn. Now let me move the camera back to show you how big this Spawn is. Look at the wingspan on this Spawn. Oh my goodness. Isn't he awesome? Close-up of this Spawn right here. Now one thing that's kind of amazed me, guys, with the Spawn figure, being that was 96, you know, back then in 96, let me bring my camera down. You know, you would think they would have gave him real chains, but they actually gave the Spawn figure plastic chains right here, which is kind of unusual for a 96 Spawn figure. Because like I said, back in the day, you know, McFarlane was known for giving, you know, Spawn figures real chains. And I think as time progressed, the real chains kind of disappeared. If I'm correct, I'm not really too sure about that. Don't quote me on that. I think maybe some of his older figures may have had plastic chains, and then as the figures got newer, the chains got real. It was real metal. And then as they got newer, the real chains were switched out with plastic chains again. I'm pretty sure. I'm not for sure, but I'm pretty sure. Okay. And this is the deluxe figure, guys. And from what I was reading up on this figure, I don't know if this is the figure where his eyes light up. I just did a little research on this figure, and I didn't know that his eyes light up. I have no idea how they go about lighting up, but he has this like backpack on here, but there's no switch. You know what I mean? I'm guessing, is there any way to turn it on? There's really no way to turn it on. I'm looking. Unless there's something I don't know, something I've missed. I should have watched a review on this guy. Very, very unique Spawn. He doesn't have any buttons on him. Whoops. To where he can light up. I'm looking. Here's the back. And there's really no button to push where his eyes light up. It looks like his eyes light up because you can see inside his eyes. It looks like there's a light in there, but there's really no button that you can push. I really wish I would have done more research on this guy. But anyways, if you guys know, leave it in the comments. I'm going to have to do a little research myself on how this guy lights up, if he does. Now, this figure came loose. Let me see. You can see his eyes. Very nice Spawn overall. I really, really do like him. He came loose in my big Spawn haul. It was one of my first videos that I ever did on YouTube. And I didn't really review them. I just kind of showed you what I got from the Spawn haul. So today I am reviewing him because he's one of my loose Spawn figures. He did come with some accessories. From what I know, he does have a bat, but I think that's with another action figure of mine somewhere. What other accessories he comes with, I don't know. I wish I would have done that research myself, but I'm not professional. Here is the overall scope of this Spawn. Very, very nice detailed Spawn. So I'm going to show you what he can do from what I know he can do. So I'm going to back this up a little bit. Hopefully this doesn't fall over. And his wings actually can bend. They can retract kind of like that, kind of like a bat. And they are bendable right here. So you can get them to bend like that if you want them to have like a vampire vibe going on or like a bat vibe going on. They won't really stay all that well. But you can get them to retract, these to retract like so. And you can bring these down like so. I'm going to have to do a little close out. So here is our close out. Did I say close out? Yeah. I don't know if there's such a word as close out, but yeah, his wings can retract like so. I don't know if there's a button I don't think there's a button I can use. No, they're just kind of... There's no really button that you can use to retract them. You just... Whoops! You just boom, like that, and then they go up. Now, as far as the articulation goes, typical 90s action figure articulation. Not only all the Spawn action figures had these articulations. Oh, look, see, he has a little peg hole right there. So he must have been holding something. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. And there's another peg hole right there. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some little research before. I should have done research before I did the review on this figure. But I leave it up to you guys, my investigators, and let me know what he came with. So, but anyways, back to the articulation. He has your typical 90s articulation that almost every action figure has. His arms go up like that. Hey, what are you doing? Off my lawn! And then his arms go up like that, break at the elbow. You know, he can move forward, walk forward, bend at the kneecap. If he had a jump rope, he can probably jump rope. Overall, very, very nice Spawn. Have I seen better sculpts on a Spawn figure? Yeah. I do like the retractable Spawn cape. I think it's a little gimmicky. And also, you know, his Spawn cape doesn't, you know, it's not like a wings, it's not supposed to be like a winged, his cape not supposed to be like wings. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if there's something in the Spawn comics where I missed where his cape turns into wings. You know what I mean? Maybe I missed something, or this is just, you know, a 90s gimmick to, you know, help you purchase this Spawn figure. So I'm not really for sure. I'm looking for something like a button or something to press to where his eyes can light up. And even if his eyes did light up, I mean, this thing is over almost, what, 25 years old? You know, I don't think it would still light up. But here is the back of his cape. Now you can see this part is plastic. And then there's his cape. His cape is kind of like a nylon. See? And it kind of retracts. This is plastic. This is kind of like a rubber plastic. This is like a hard plastic. You see it's a little dusty. And this is kind of like nylon wings. Kind of like the stuff that you would find on maybe like your umbrella, but maybe a little bit brittle, if that makes any sense. There's the back of him. And see his wings just kind of retract like that. Overall, I really, really do like this figure, guys. I'm not going to spend too much time on this figure. I do recommend him if you are a Spawn fan. He'll go awesome in your collection. He'll definitely bring out your Spawn collection because he just looks that awesome. And you can tell it's a newer Spawn version because he kind of has the black out here. Remember back in the day with the newer Spawn, I think he had like a red on here, and then this was black. This was black, but he had the red right here. It's hard to believe this is a 96. It's still a beautiful Spawn, still a beautiful sculpt. Overall, it's just a really, really awesome action figure. His little collar right here, it is plastic, it is sculpted, so it doesn't move, it doesn't budge, which is kind of good. He is pretty solid. I would have to say that. He's pretty sturdy. So yeah, they made the Spawn figure to last. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and rate this figure. On a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, I'm definitely going to give this Spawn figure... You know what? I'll give him an 8. Because overall, he's really, really cool. He has a really, really nice sculpt. He has a really, really nice gimmick. I love these tears. I wish there was a little bit more shading on this cape. But like I said, this is a 96. And being that it's a 96, he does look very, very awesome. I'm pretty sure his eyes do light up, as you can see inside there. I don't know how well you guys can see inside there. See, he kind of has hollow eyes. And you can see there's a light in there. So, but there's really no button to push to how I can get it to light up. Like I said, I'm going to have to do research on it. And when I do research on it, I'm going to leave it in the comments and see what I missed. You know what I mean? And then I'll do a follow-up. Of what I missed. Very, very nice Spawn overall, guys. Yeah, did I rate this already? Yeah, I gave it an 8. An 8, I definitely recommend it if you are a Spawn collector. Go get it. It's an awesome, awesome action figure. It's one of the coolest Spawn action figures out there. And I'm really glad to have it in my collection. And also, I'm going to do a little research to find out what goes into his hand right there, because he's got peg holes. So, there you guys have it. There was my little review. I know, it was a horrible review. I know. Don't tell it. Don't tell it to me. I should have done more research. I apologize. But there was my little review of Spawn 3 from McFarlane Toys all the way back from 1996. This was my little retro review. As you guys know, I love doing Spawn figures. That's why I love to do Spawn figures every now and then, because I feel like McFarlane doesn't release as many Spawn figures as he should, as he did in the past. That's a shame. He should be releasing, Spawn figures, like Marvel Legends releases their figures seems like every freaking day there's a new Marvel Legend, you know what I mean? So I think, McFarlane should be releasing Spawn figures, at least give us a Spawn figure at least once a month, you know what I mean? So there you guys have it. There was my little review of Spawn 3 from McFarlane Toys. If you guys like this video, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, do all of that fancy, awesome, amazing stuff. And there you guys have it. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!